Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I am sporting Pittsburgh. So everybody in Pittsburgh, have a great day. Everybody watching, have a great day as well. We've got a few things to get into today because I was on TikTok yesterday. Was it yesterday? TikTok? YouTube? Maybe it was YouTube. And I saw this. So this was posted by Bri. And it was a message for everybody, and it says, because I know it'd probably be too short on the screen for you to read it. I've decided to step away for a bit while I focus on myself and navigate personal things privately. I'm no longer engaging in explanations or defending myself to people who don't matter. This is me choosing my well-being. I'll be back when I'm ready. And to everyone who has shown me genuine love, support, and kindness, thank you. It means more than you know. If you're struggling with anything, please don't let people turning my situation into entertainment stop you from reaching out. There are good people in this world, I know, because I've experienced kindness from all sides of this community. No, you matter. Never forget that. So it seems like we're not going to hear from Bri for a while. Now, could this be because she was told she's going to have to do time? Because I'm sure if she has a lawyer, I'm sure he's going to tell her, look, you got caught with this. You're going to have to do at least this amount of time. So be prepared, right? Her court date's today. So we'll see if anything comes of it. Apparently Audrey is on top of that, so she'll let us all know when news comes about that, okay? So moving on.
And many other places, that in the year 2011, she unloaded a GUN on her mother. And there is evidence of this all throughout the house and in crime scene photos. Additionally, we have Dee Dee's emergency room visit. And I would like for you to take a second to appreciate the photo and all those spots on Dee Dee's body. Because Gypsy says, I only shot her 10 times. And from Gypsy Rose's prison emails, we know math was hard for her. But I feel like she should have took off her socks and counted her fingers and her toes, because that is more than 10 shots.
Now this is from Audacious Audrey. We all know Audrey. We love her stuff. Go follow her on TikTok. I think she's on YouTube too. Check. I'm not sure though. I follow her on TikTok. But she is right about this. Why wasn't Gypsy charged with attempted murder when she hit her mother with the BB gun? I often wondered that myself. But they seem to just let that slide. And I found that really weird because I don't know, they found the bullet, not bullet, but they found BB pellets in the walls, all the way from the bedroom to the kitchen, or from one way to the other, along the wall in the hallway. They found all kinds of these little pellet things. Weren't they concerned about that? I don't know, guys. Like, it's strange to me how this whole operation was handled when it came to Gypsy. It's really strange. And I don't know if it has to do with the judge. I don't know if it has to do with her lawyer. I don't know if there's some kind of underground shenanigans going on. I have no idea. But it's really looking like it. So I saw this yesterday on GRB Snark on Reddit. Now, these are some of the principles that the parole board had to go by in order to give Gypsy a parole hearing, right? And it's called, hang on a second, it's called a salient factor score, or ORAS, plus the Petrie's involvement. So they also wanted to hear from Dee Dee's side of the family how they felt if Gypsy were to get parole, right? Now, I'm going to put these things on my community page for you guys to watch whenever you want. You can look at them, discuss, whatever in the comments. That's fine. But I just wanted to bring it up really quickly because apparently what I was reading, short form here, that as long as the Petries were okay with Gypsy being paroled and Gypsy had a safe place to go, whether it be with a spouse or family member, whatever, you know, it had to be a safe space for her. That was it. That was it. They didn't care about her getting any kind of therapy or evaluation. Nothing. Just, you're okay with it? You got her after this? Okay, bye. We'll see you later. I find that to be the strangest freaking release, especially for the charge, in my life. I think even Karla Homolka had to go through more to get her released than this. This is ridiculous. And she was in on with 3 people. Not 1, 3.
Explode. Everybody does.
I go to church, and I take communion, and I release all of that.
It was Gypsy Rose Blanchard in her little interrogation with Detective Hancock, honey. Wouldn't you know, even back then she was throwing up the fact, oh, I go to church, I take communion, I release all that in the church. 5 days after she committed the murder, by the way. See, Gypsy has always tried to hide behind religion. She has always used the church as another tool in her little manipulation toolbox.
Now this is Ashley Baby. We all love Ashley Baby on TikTok. Go follow her if you know her on TikTok, go follow her. She does great stuff. I think she's absolutely right when she says Gypsy always tends to go towards religion when she's in a bind. So that she can make it look like she is a wholesome girl, that she has values, raised right, you know, down the south, you raised right, you know. And she always tends to bring up religion. Now, I didn't even realize she brought up religion in the interrogation. I didn't even realize that until I saw this clip. And she brought it to my attention. Now, we all know that Gypsy here lately has been trying to say, oh, the church this, the church that. And what do I always say? A wolf in sheep's clothing. She's trying to hide behind religion. I've been saying that almost from the get-go, because every time you hear Gypsy quoting a Bible scripture or something like that, she tends to think it's like an absolution, like the Lord just took her sins away and she's absolved of everything and she's pure again. When we all know better. Gypsy is far, far from pure. So this is another thing that Gypsy put on her Instagram today. It's way too long for me to read, and it's going to be too short on the screen for you to read. So I am also going to post that in my community page for you guys to browse over it as you will. Here's a cute little picture of Gypsy and Rogie. This is the Rogie that was at her house yesterday watching the ball game with her and Ken. Now, apparently in this picture, somebody had put down in the comments that Ken had left for work. So why is Rogie still there? When a man of the house leaves for work, usually the friend of that man would leave too. I understand he's a friend of Gypsy's as well, but it just doesn't look right. You know what I mean? Especially when we know how she is, right? Now, last but not least, I want to bring up this picture, but I'm going to talk to you before I show the picture. This is her picture that she had done when she was pregnant for her, like, I don't know, pregnancy photo shoot. Remember that? She did a couple. There was one at the baby shower, and then there was the one out in the garden where she was all painted up like nobody could recognize her, right? Now watch the picture very carefully. You see her having her hand below and above her stomach, right? But there's nothing in between. There's like a piece of sheer clothing there, but when you can see right through it, there's nothing there. Watch. Did you see it? Did you see what I saw? Her belly looks exactly like it did when she got out of prison. So what is she holding? Absolutely nothing. She's holding air. Good Lord. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Everything in this video is my thoughts, opinions, and or alleged. Bye now.